Is that why the Diane reached out to the Cindy Bird song and stole her? Because you know, Diane stole Cindy the Bird song from LaBelle. Okay? And you know my boo, Sir, what's her name? Sir Dash, said she ain't care because the bitch couldn't sing anyway. You know Diane don't like bitches that can sing. She only like bitches that can't sing. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about DreamGirl, My Life is a Supreme by Mary Wilson. I think this is part 15. Where we left off, you have the Supremes, now a trio, on the Motor City Monococolai tour bus, okay, with Freddy Krueger driving. All right, because the reason why I say that, I'll explain it to you later, but yes, Freddy the Krueger is driving. In fact, just about anybody who walked up who wanted a damn job could drive the damn bus. Now, the girls, along with several other groups from the Motown, are on a tour bus. It's 45 of them ninjas on a tour bus, okay? The rest of them were in station wagons, or some other car that, you know, I don't know, they found along the way, right? But while they're on the bus, Mary Wilson is noticing that, wait a minute, the boys can play with other boy groups. Why we can't play with other girl groups, right? Mary Wilson is noticing the rivalry between the female groups. And it ain't because the Supremes are winning, because remember, they still don't have no hits, right? The reason why the girls outside of the Supremes, meaning the girl groups outside of Supremes, have a mild resentment towards the girls is because people are starting to notice that Berry the Gordy is showing favoritism to the Diane. Though we still hadn't had a hit, we did get special treatment. Diane's direct line to Berry being just one example, and other groups resented this. Flo, Diane, and I could be friends with other performers, but when it came to business, there was always the feelings that the Supremes were in some way different. Now, the next big event after we'd come home from the first tour was the Motown Christmas party, okay? She said that the Marvelettes, because, you know, they the money makers right now, they each received 1/3 of a carat diamond ring. 1/3 of a carat? Maybe that was back then when the diamonds used to cost a whole bunch of money, child. But 1/3 of a carat? The rest of the Motown who didn't, you know, create hits that year received transistor radio recorders. Okay, I know you're like, what is a transistor radio? Child, just Google it, because I don't have my whole life to be explaining y'all things about what the hell happened in the past. By her saying this, she also reflected back on how good things were in those early Motown days. It was full of care. You know, money wasn't the driving factor. And You know, she said that she felt that it was more of a family, even though people hated the Supremes because, you know, one of the Supremes was hunting the bird of Gordy. Okay. And if I was there, I would be like, girl, why are you so mad for? They ain't doing nothing but getting their way to the top. I mean, Joe, why are you so mad for? Okay. With all due respect to the Diane. So with all that being said, what we're going to do is give you 10 facts about the early years of Motown. Fact number 1. The Supremes, all of them except for the Diane, okay, loved and adored Martha and the Vandellas and the Marvelettes, okay? The problem was that Martha and Diane had a terrible rivalry between each other, right? I don't know why. Diane don't have a hit. Martha do. Okay, I don't understand why the people even see Diane as a threat. She ain't even bringing in no damn money. All she doing is effing the balls. That fact being said, Flo and Mary were caught in between Mary and Diane's feuds. They liked both girls. They did, right? But because they were a part of the Supremes, and because, like I said, the girl groups are like this, no matter how wrong one of their members are, they do not call their member out in front of another group. That's what you don't do. So Mary and Flo knew that Diane was doing things wrong and just being a spoiled little brat, but they couldn't say anything. They would just talk among themselves. Yeah, you better get your girl Diane. One of these days, she's going to get her ass kicked. Hold tight. Now, the second fact, coming from the Supreme, coming from the Motown days, was that when the girls weren't practicing with each other, they were talking about boys. Now, of course, because they're young, you expect this, right? And ain't none of them, you know, talking about, you know, girls, but you would expect this. Now, Flo, with her beautiful self, had a crush on Bobby Rogers, who we know eventually married a Marvelette Wanda, okay? But what's profound about Flo liking Bobby Rogers is that Mary said that Flo was always a bit uncomfortable around men, you know, because of the situation that happened. You know, Mary would say to her, you know, Flo, why don't you take a chance at Bobby? Flo's reaction would be, I don't know, I think he likes somebody else, Mary. She definitely didn't have that I'm going to go get that ninja spirit the way that Diane did. She was more reserved, right? And so far, I'm not really seeing how Flo was engaged with men. You know what I'm saying? Like most of Mary's book so far that I'm reading, and I'm a little bit past halfway through, Mary's book is mostly talking about her and Diane's experiences with men. So I'm inclined to believe that Flo really and truly struggled with the issue of having that bad experience as a virgin back then. So now let's talk about the third fact. Okay, now they on tours, all the men, all the groups, everybody's on tour, right? But Mary Wilson said that she is coming of age, okay? And my money ain't right. It ain't been right, okay? And it's time for us to get our papers, all right? What the hell is going on here now, right? But Murray still being young, Murray still being, you know, having post-traumatic stress disorder from that damn IV, she ain't saying nothing, right? But she is looking to the back of the bus and seeing all them dudes from the boy bands playing poker and dice and everything like that. Looking at them shooting, earning a little extra money, okay? She looking back at them like, damn, I wish I would have learned how to play poker. I say that about, what's that show? Spades. Y'all know I'm 50 and I still don't know how to play spades. Don't judge me. Fact number 4. Berry Gordy is what? What? A Sagittarius. You heard me. So when she said that from time to time, Berry Gordy would just pop up on the bus and be like, hey, I'm here to take you suckers' money. I said, wait a minute. You know, them Sagittarians love to gamble. They addicted to it. Matter of fact, Sagittarians are just addicted to anything that is beyond their reach. anything that is like like an adrenaline rush, they want some of it, okay? All right, we jumping off a bridge. All right, we could do that. All right, I didn't put the house note on the table. My wife said she was going to kick me out this time, but fuck it then, I'm addicted to it. But that's the kind of stuff that they do. They love always being on the edge, all right? So this time, he on the bus gambling with the dudes, okay? Now, he done took everybody's money. I'm like, damn, you gonna pay the dudes below the minimum amount of money, have them on this bus driven by the Freddy Krueger? Then you're going to come on the bus and take the niggas' money? Right. To the next fact. What Murray Wilson said was that Berry the Gordy had a habit of chewing his tongue. Do you know, Murray Wilson, I know you up in heaven. Shasta La Vista to you, beautiful. Okay? But for a long time, I thought that these men were chewing their tongue too. No. Answer no. No. That's not chewing tongue. That's booger sugar. Okay? Murray the Wilson, that's the booger sugar mouth. You know how I know this? Because it looked like Dennis Edwards was chewing his tongue in his video, but answer no, that was the crack mouth. Okay. Murray Wilson said about Berry the Gordy was that, he had a habit of chewing his tongue, okay, And she said that the dudes, Smokey Robinson and Brian Holland, adapted that habit also, okay? The chewing tongue habit or the boogity sugary habit. Chewing your tongue. I used to try that shit at school just to be funny, like what I would do is sometimes in class I would, be chewing bubble gum, and then the teacher would be like, can you get rid of that gum? I'd be like, I'm not chewing my gum, I'm chewing my tongue, teacher. I'm chewing my tongue. Whatever. You keep swallowing that shit, you're gonna shit a booger. So each night of each show, the other acts, incorporate into the Motown Monococali tour, okay? Each act will wait in the wings to see who got the largest response, right? But let me tell you what Murray explained to us readers, okay? What she explained was that the lineup was according to who had the biggest hit, okay? The biggest would be, I think they said the Marvelettes was the biggest at, this particular point. Right now. Typically, like I said, the arrangements of the acts would be according to who had the biggest hit until little Stevie came along, right? Now, we know Stevie is on this tour, right? The Motown Monococali tour bus. I'm like, wait a minute, No, he's not on a bus. You can't have a child on a bus with all that hedonism going on, all that, mono spit in the air. You can't have a 9-year-old there, even though Stevie Wonder, I see you, brother, 9, 10, however old you are, you still close to sticky time. Blink. You ladies know what I'm talking about with sticky time, where everything in your goddamn house be sticking. You be like, don't touch nothing, you nasty mother. And I'm not going in that room ever. You take them sheets off the bed. When it came down to the Stevie Wonder, because the Stevie Wonder was a child and there were child labor laws, what you could not do is have Stevie Wonder up at 11 o'clock at night. So what they had to do was put Stevie before that child labor law deadline hit, regardless of who was better or not better. And sometimes that would cause other acts to be pushed back, okay? But it was something that you had to adapt to because, again, according to the Murray, Berry Gordy made huge efforts for for Stevie Wonder to be able to ride these bus tours, okay? He had chaperones, he had tutors, all that stuff they used to do for the kids back in the day. Now they could give the record labels could give 2 fucks if they did not graduate high school now. I know how I know this? Because them record companies ain't paying for shit. They ain't even paying for clothes no more. They ain't paying for nothing no more. And they damn sure ain't gonna pay to educate your ass. They want you to stay stupid. Okay, you're welcome. I taught you that one, okay? The next thing, number 7. Remember when I told you earlier that Murray was like, I'm not getting no money, okay? I'm not getting no money. I need a little help around here. Like the musicians, the performers sometimes snuck away from Hitsville to do a little session work on the side, which was strictly forbidden. One day, Joe Hunter pulled me aside and said, I can give you $100 to come with me to Chicago. Say less. Compared to the lousy $5 or $10 we got for every song we recorded, $100 was a fortune. I went to Chicago with James Jamerson, Hank Crosby, and anyone else Joe wanted to take along. This was a session for Jerry Butler that Curtis Mayfield was producing for VJ. We recorded a song called A Teeny Weeny Bit of Your Love. I also worked on blues legend John Lee Hooker's Boom Boom Boom. The Motown groups would share the bill with other performers such as Ike and Tina Turner, Dionne Warwick, Flip Wilson, Jackie Wilson, and Richard Pryor. When we were playing the Howard, there was another girl group, Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. And everyone remarked that one of their members, Cindy Bird's song, looked a lot like Flo. Treachery. Is that why the Diane reached out to the Cindy Bird song and stole her? Because Diane stole Cindy the Bird song from LaBelle. Okay? And my boo, Sir, what's her name? Sir Dash, said she ain't care because the bitch couldn't sing anyway. I said, Diane don't like bitches that can sing. She only like bitches that can't sing. Now, the next one, instead of using professional drivers, Barry the Gordy would hire up-and-coming artists. Like the Spinners and the Dales. Okay? Anybody who was hanging around who wanted a god-daggone job could drive the bus. Freddy Krueger, what you doing? Okay? Do you think you could stop, slashing people for, like maybe a month or something?
Sure, the Barry Gordy, sure. I could drive your people around.
Number 9, Jamie Bradford was a bitch. Now, this is according to the Mary, not me. This is Mary the Wilson's voice, all right? This is her spirit, not mine, okay? Mary Wilson said that Janie Bradford was a bitch, okay? Now, it goes like this. One day, they on the bus, the tour bus, Diane and Gladys don't like each other, remember that, okay? But why is Diane crying and blubbering to Gladys? Why? Because Esther is right there. The mean Barry sister? The mean Barry the Gordy sister, Esther Edwards. Okay, she over there. Then, in earshot. Diane starts the blubbering. Gladys ready to pull her heart out her chest and give it to Diane because Diane is saying, that damn Janie won't help us. She's standing in the way of our hit. Gladys is like, oh, Diane, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, your day will come. Mary's sitting around like, this is some bullshit. She's not talking to you, Gladys. She's talking to the Esther. Not you. She don't give two about you. Remember, y'all was just fighting a week ago. Okay? She just talking because the Esther is right there. Okay? Barry Gordy allowed Janie Bradford to say yes or no, okay? Like, say, for instance, one of the dudes would go up to Janie because Janie was a secretary, right? Here, Janie, won't you get us to Barry? No, this ain't good enough. What? So many people was talking about Janie was the reason as to why they couldn't get to Barry the Gordy. I'm saying, ain't she a little girl? Okay? If you can't get through her, go through Diane. Diane over there wiping off his table too. Come on. And Diane was fucking smoking the Robinson, the VP. Girl. So here go an honorable mention for you hoes. You. Okay. One day, they all on tour, right? And it's let's use Mary Wilson's terms. It's a very aggressive woman, dominant woman that's following Martha around. Martha, I love you. I want to be with you. She on the outside of the bus crying, talking about the old bulldagger. Okay, Martha, be with me. I love you, girl. I love you. Okay, I got a whole disability check that will take care of the both of us. Okay, please be with me. All right. Now, Martha is like myself. She's not that attracted to, I don't think she's attracted to the ladies at all. Okay. But I would be the same way. The lady, the aggressive one, was following the bus around for a couple of weeks now, okay? Martha is embarrassed, okay? I don't know what to do or how I'm supposed to react to a boo following me around. I get it, because there was one back in the day, y'all. It was this girl. Let me tell you something. My family originated to Southwest DC, okay? But let me tell you something. Once we got the hell out of Southwest, we was done with Southwest, okay? Why? Because everything on the South Side is a little more aggressive, okay? I don't go on the South Side without one of my brothers being present, okay? Blink. Or I'm with my ex-girlfriend around Congress Park or something like that, right? But Joe, it was this bulldagger, man. I ain't gonna say her name. She used to smoke dippers, man. That girl used to be like, I'm gonna get you. I'd be like, on the Jesus, I hope to God you don't get me. Please, God, don't let you get me. She'd be like, I'm gonna get you. I gotta get a little bit more money next. I'm like, God, please don't give her enough money to get me. Please. Please, I don't know what that means, but whatever it costs to get me, please don't give it to her. Number 10. The Boogly Googly, okay? Once Barry became obsessed with making the Supremes a hit, he paired the Supremes with Holland Dozier Holland. Now, after Diane's relationship with Smokey ended, she set her sights on another married man, Brian Holland. No. Stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say, because you ain't going to win them all, buddy. You ain't going to win them all, Diane. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe, because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down, my naysayers, my patron loves. You babies, y'all better have a good one.